Hello everyone, Exiles. I want to share my second build in League 3.26. The main idea of the build is scaling Herald of Ice explosions to proc chain reaction and get a good clearing build for mapping. I scale Herald mainly with Annihilating Light for triple damage, and the main skill gem is Wave of Conviction of Trathus, which is very comfortable skill for mapping if you increase area of effect. So I am currently farming tier 16.5 maps. I roll them so I don't get any rippy mods like minus maximum resistances, extra chaos, and this build is fairly decent at clearing them. I will use Breach for showcase, so it won't take long. The main purpose of the build, the main idea was to get some nice clearing. So let's see. As you can see, Wave of Conviction of Trathus, when you scale area of effect, it's very comfortable. Chain explosions kill everything, packs explode. So I think this build is fairly decent at clearing tier 16.5 maps. I mean, single target damage is not the best, but it gets the job done. It wasn't designed as a bossing skill or anything like that, so single target damage is not the main purpose. We also use War Cries with Chieftain, Battle Mage Cry, Infernal Cry, increases our damage significantly. Battle Mage Cry base crit chance works with Heralds, so it's a nice buff for our explosions. And as you can see, I feel like it's looking pretty good. It's not the tankiest build, you still sometimes die to some bullshit and rippy mods, but our area of effect and chain explosions are our best defense. So nothing even comes close. As you can see, Breach boss just exploded because he was standing in the middle of the pack, and I just love this feeling when the game freezes for a second and you get a huge explosion. I don't know why, but it's just so satisfying to see the game freeze due to amount of explosions in the chain reaction. Yeah, also tier 16.5 maps drop a lot of loot, much more than regular tier 16 maps. I roll for currency mods, for more currency, but I'm not sure what's the best strategy. I just farm whatever feels good. I tried farming Abyss. Abyss is also very nice with hordes, very popular strategy this league, and yeah, build is looking good in my opinion. I think I won't finish all the breaches. Let's go to the boss. Where is the boss? Oh, he died. He died to chain explosions, which is one of the good things about this build, by the way. So, oh, he died even here. That's funny. Yeah, I think it looks amazing. The explosions are very satisfying. So let's go and explain how I've managed to build this build. So stuff we already talked about it. Annihilating light, triple damage with elemental skills, very good for our main skill, very good for Herald of Ice, and reduced elemental resistances are not so bad because we play Chieftain. Chieftain gets this node, modifiers to fire resistance also applied to cold and lightning resistance at 50% of their value. Very nice point, ascendancy point for this stuff. Helmet, we use Devouring Diadem. I've tried to play mana based at first, but I couldn't really nail it down, so I was constantly running out of mana. If you can figure it somehow, maybe you can go mana based. I gave up on mana and went Eldritch Battery. Also, this league they added new unveils for syndicate items. I've got one with take no extra damage from critical strikes if energy shield recharge started recently. Very useful for tier 16.5, tier 17 maps. Very good helmet. Cloak of Flame, very good on Chieftain. We need Corruption for +2 to duration or Area of Effect gems. This chest costs around 100 KS unlinked, but tainted currency is very cheap right now, so it will take you 150 KS to link it approximately. Ashes of the Stars, maximum quality roll, costs 10 divines, but if you don't want to spend, you can get lower roll on quality. It's not that big of a deal. Why do we need quality? Because Herald of Ice gets base radius from quality, which is very helpful for chain explosions, and our main skill got some nice quality also. Penetration. With Ashes we get 37% penetration, and with Awakened Fire penetration support we go above 70 penetration, which is enough for comfortable mapping, so all those fire resistant rares are not a big problem for us. But our main skill deals fire damage and Herald of Ice deals ice damage, cold damage, so how do we solve this problem? We convert Herald of Ice to fire damage with Cold to Fire support and Avatar of Fire Keystone. Then we use Call of the Void unique ring. It allows any damage to chill and chill us. Any damage against us chills us too, and enemies chilled by your hits can be shattered as though frozen. So every chilled enemy shatters and the explosions proliferate. It's a very nice combination. Even if you don't convert to fire, I think it's mandatory for Herald of Ice. Gloves are very important. We use Shaper base and we get base critical strike chance from Essence, and we get critical strike multiplier from Shaper mod. How did I craft those gloves? I used fossils. I'm not sure if it's the best strategy, but you can use those glyphic fossils. They guarantee one corrupted essence modifier. And also I used caster, more caster modifiers and more critical modifiers in 3-socket resonator, and around 5-6 attempts I got nice gloves. With tier 1 wife I got lucky, but you can craft by spamming essence, or you can craft with essence, and craft suffixes cannot be changed. Reforged, harvest, critical strike. I'm not a crafter. I'm not sure which one is the best. I use fossils. It's quite expensive. Tangled fossil with corrupted essence modifier costs like 250, 300 KS. So these gloves are fairly expensive to make. Maybe you can buy them for 10, like 15, maybe 20 divines on trade. But I recommend crafting it. It's fun. We have one ring, belt, and boots left. We get resistances on all of those to cap our downside from stuff. So I've got a lot of resistances, very high tiers on all my rare items. But if you are short on budget, if you can't get those high rolls, switch Devouring Diadem to Rare Helmet and Path to Eldritch Battery on the tree. It's not far away. Flasks. The most important flask here is Cinder Swallow Urn. Also they added new Unveiled modifier on this flask. Enemies ignited by you during effect of this flask have Malediction. Malediction gives monsters 10 reduced damage dealt and 10 increased damage taken, which is very good. This flask is mandatory. Recover life on kill, very important. Get one with recover life on kill and malediction. It's so good. So good, in fact, I've replaced my life flask with Rumi's Concoction and got bleed immunity on my ring. This ring costs like 2 divines, and Corrupted Blood Jewel solves that problem. Other flasks: Ruby Flask, Diamond, for crit, Quicksilver, classic stuff. We kill a lot of monsters very fast. Our flasks are constantly up, so prefixes are not that important. Focus on getting good suffixes like avoid stun, less effect of shock, and critical strike chance. Links. I'm using Warcries because we are Chieftain. We get maximum Warcry power and also 30 increased Warcry buff effect. And the two main Warcries are Battle Mage Cry, gives us base critical strike chance, and this critical strike chance also buffs Herald of Ice, and we use Infernal Cry for extra fire damage. Those two Warcries gives us approximately plus 50% damage. They are very good. Use them. Well, you don't need to Warcry every time you clear a pack, but if you encounter some Soul Eater, tanky boss, something, use Warcries. Those are very good. Also, I'm using Enduring Cry and Intimidating Cry for movement speed. They are not needed. Enduring Cry I'm using if I got nothing to kill and need to refill my HP. But you can change those two for Immortal Call and cast when damage taken. You can socket them right here. Also, very important, use Urgent Orders and Moderation. With Urgent Orders, our Warcries are very fast and our buffs last 11 seconds. So it's great quality of life. Auras, we use one aura, Zealotry, with Sublime Vision for Zealotry. It's about 1 divine, 2 divines, well rolled, and it gives us curse immunity. Not immunity, unaffected by curses, which is pretty much the same thing for us. Very good in tier 16.5 maps, tier 17 maps. I recommend. Also, we use Herald of Ash, Herald of Purity for our main skill. Our main skill has basis physical damage, so these two heralds work really well for us. flammability for some tanky rares. Main links are Wave of Conviction of Trathus, Awakened Fire Penetration, Increase Critical Damage, Intensify. Intensify is good for single target, but I think it might be better to use Awakened Increased Area of Effect here. It depends on if you have problems with single target. Hypothermia and Awakened Added Fire Damage. For all Herald links we use Call to Fire, as I said. Awakened Added Cold Damage support. This one was hard to fit in because dexterity is pretty rough on this build. I got like 63 dexterity ring and also Abyss Jewel with dexterity. If you can't fit it, socket in increased critical strike chance. It's also good. Also Awakened Increased Area Effect. Movement skills, Lip Slam, Momentum, Faster Attacks, Frostblink. Very good for moving around the map. One of my favorite combo for movement skills. Also this ring makes so all damage we take can chill us. How do we solve this? For a long time I've ran reduced effect of chill and it felt fine until I started to run Ether Altars. Ether Altars have reflect ailments, non-damaging ailments, and this Pantheon, I don't know, it doesn't work. I always get 30% chill reflected, so I've crafted those boots with 100% avoid to being chilled. So you don't need to craft it like I did. If you are short on budget, don't go for Veiled Chaos Reforges. Just craft on from your bench. It's just a little bit less movement speed, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's go to the tree. We start as Chieftain. We get explodes, very good. Hinikora helps our explosion proliferations to travel from pack to pack. It's fairly good, especially early when gear is not that good. Warcries, like I said, 2 Warcries plus 50% more damage, and resistances nodes. I don't even have 19 resistances on this build. I use Flask and I have 85%, but it's fine, it's okay. If you want, you can min-max, you can maybe get Mage Blood or whatever. Altar of Fire, mandatory, some maximum resistance. This node, very good. Fire Mastery, mandatory. Critical strikes do not inherently ignite, but we get 100 increased damage with hits against ignited enemies. This works on Herald of Ice, which is amazing. Also we get some Templar good nodes. We travel up here to the staff nodes. Staff nodes have global critical strike chance and global critical strike multiplier, which works with Herald of Ice. So it's very good nodes for us. Here and here also global critical strike chance. Also important, we use Staff Mastery with 3% increased maximum life per red socket. We have 6 red sockets, 18% increased maximum life. Very good mastery. Next, I use Red Nightmare. Red Nightmare in this position with tattoos, 5 tattoos, gives us around 23, I don't know, 20 something block, attack block. Very good. So our block is 46, 47, which is respectable, and with Rumi we get 58, 52 pure block. Very good, very good. So we move on. Reservation efficiency, some life, crit nodes, we talked about staff nodes, power charges, stuff, life, and intuitive leap here saves us a lot of points. We get maximum power charge, +8 to block, and 45% damage because we have 3 heralds, increase effect of heralds, increase area effect, increase reservation. We need all of that to fit our reservation. Then we move to Sign area, a natural instinct for any fizz spell, especially area of effect. This is amazing place. Also, skill duration is very important for us. We get something here, and we get this skill effect duration with mastery. I will explain this a bit later. And Light of Meaning, fire damage around 2 divines, even less. Then we take a turn to the left and get Impossible Escape with Conduit. Conduit like 1 divine. Why do we go here? First of all, overcharge. Since we are mapping, we are killing dozens of monsters per second. This one node sustains all of our charges. Power, Frenzy, Endurance gives us a lot of power. And we don't need to worry about power charge generation. Power charges, by the way, work on Herald of Ice. And Hired Killer recover 2% of life on kill. Our main recovery is on kill, we kill a lot, so even if we go down to low HP, we cast Wave on Conviction, everything dies, we go back to full HP. If you get more levels, you can get this node through Strike. It's also, I think it's global, so it works with Herald of Ice, which is very good. Duration. Why do we need duration? First of all, War Cries. 11 seconds buff duration, very good. Second of all, Wave of Conviction has a duration tag, and the more duration you get, the further it travels. So look at this. And now if I socket more duration, look at this. It even bugs out. Let me move. Yeah, it's looking weird, but it's more duration, more area of effect. So without these nodes, our Wave of Conviction will be smaller. And one of our main defenses is that we can use it on the full screen. We don't need to come close to mobs. And once the wave touches something, chain explosion goes through the screen, everything clears. We are safe, we move on, cast next Wave of Conviction. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess I covered everything. So this is my second build. I feel like it turned out great mapper. Tier 16.5. You need to roll your maps, you can't run crazy mode, minus maximum resistance, penetration, extra chaos will destroy you. If you don't get those mods, you can tank a few hits and maps feels alright, you can even get some levels. It's good at tier 16.5, Abyss, Breach, most popular strats right now, very good at clearing those. You can start this build, I think, a scuffed version. You don't need this 6-link, you need only one 6-link to start. Scuffed version will be like 20-25 divines, will be plenty to start. And farming tier 16.5 ashes you can get lower roll. The most important thing is gloves, but you can just use base crit and that's good enough for a start. So any gloves with this essence mod, socket Herald of Ice into it, think you will be fine to start. So I've spent around 60, 70, maybe 80 divines, I'm not sure. I tried like different things, switch stuff in and out, maybe like 60, 70 divines. It's relatively cheap, it's cute strategy, it's cute interactions. I like this build, it's original, it feels great, it's good for mapping, as I said already many times. So, thank you for watching, love you, kiss you, goodbye.